You can tell he left it all out there on the track tonight.
Hell yeah!
Austin, the way it all played out last year, how important was it for you to come back in front of the sellout crowd and do it the right way?
Man, that feels good. I got to thank the good Lord above, you know. I really wanted that one. Last year hurt really bad, just going through the whole process of it. But this one feels so sweet. And, man, I love Richmond. Our Winchester Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet is really good. I was thrown out a lot this week. Didn't feel great. I'm actually racing with a broken rib right now for the last 2 weeks. And, man, that was awesome.
All the emotion this team went through, the entire organization at RCR, does this year-long wait make it worth it?
Oh, for sure. You know, God has timing, and his timing is the best timing. I'm so excited to get my wife and kids here to celebrate with us. Man, it's so sweet. My dad prayed with me before the race. He was at our hunting land doing some food plots, and it's just so special. Every one of these means so much to me, and my grandfather for all that he's put up and believing in me, because there's been a lot of ups and downs, and could have been easy for him to change the drivers in this 3-car, but today it feels really darn good.
Why Richmond? What is it about this place that makes you come alive?
Tire management. I probably am the slowest to get going on some of these tracks when it really comes to high grip. But when it comes to these places and taking care of your stuff, I'll go against the best of them.
How about doing this for RCR? Did you feel like you were carrying the weight of the entire company with you in those final few laps?
Man, we really love it and welcome North Carolina. When you cross those railroad tracks, it's all for one and one for all. So I'm really pumped to be driving for my grandfather and our family.
I think he also loves it in Richmond, Virginia as well. His brother Ty, first one on the scene, and to welcome Austin Dillon into the 2025 Cup Series playoffs.
Second for Alex Bowman and Cumming. What did you need?
A couple favors, and I sure complained about it on the radio, but that's just part of what we do. So vented a little bit, but had a really good Ally 48 there that last run, and just burnt the tires off too much in lap traffic. Just didn't get any brakes, and it made me kind of work the rears harder than I need to. So just need to be a little better through there to get to him. I certainly think we had the better car, but unfortunately didn't get there. So Blake and all the guys did a really good job, just came up a little bit short.
Next week, then, you've seen the chart. You will be 16th. You will be at that cutoff point. And you talked to us this week a little bit about being a stressor, right? So how will you handle the week and head into next week?
Yeah, certainly really stressful on a lot of fronts. But, I mean, I think with the way that race normally goes, it's about a must-win at that point, because I think you're most likely going to have a new winner. So, yeah, just need to go execute and try to win the race. That's all we really can do. Kind of looks like we can maybe get to the 45. Looks like he had a bad day, so possible there, but looks like a big gap. So just got to go to work. That's all we can do at this point, and that's what we've been doing, right? Like, we've been doing a lot of good things, and unfortunately just one spot short tonight.
A couple weeks in a row, you've been strong. What about that team and just the way you guys have come together late?
Yeah, the team, clearly we're not very popular through the garage with that last run, but still, you know, doing a really good job and executing at a high level. So just proud of all the guys to continue to work hard and try to overcome the situation that we're in. We'll keep digging.
Alex will be one to watch next week.
And Ryan Blaney gets his best Richmond finish, his first top 5 at Richmond. You come home third. That last cycle, though, what could the team have done differently?
I don't know. I think the track changed a lot. I felt really, really good. Once we got like 10 laps into the last stage and kind of went from like 7th to 2nd, I was like, man, I'm pretty good here. And then kind of got the lead there. And then he got it back for me. I was kind of starting to go free. And then I think we stayed out like 3 or 4 laps longer than the 3, trying to have some tire at the end. And I was out there cruising around, and all of a sudden I had no right rear tire left. Like, I thought I was really trying to be disciplined of like saving tire, and I just lost it. So I have to look back and see kind of where the track went. I think it changed a little bit there, but overall, like, great showing all of Team Penske, you know, me, Joey, and Austin running top 5, and by far the most fun I've ever had at this place, that's for sure. So I appreciate Body Armor and Ford, Menards, Dex Imaging, Wabash, the Worth Group, everything for what they do, and yeah, really good showing for us. Looking forward to next week.
Do you feel like something clicked differently for you this race?
You know, I always look at different ways to get around here every time I come back, and I don't think it's a secret. Like, I struggle really bad here, and you know, we work really hard to try to figure out how can we improve. Like, how can I improve? How can we work on the car to figure out what will mesh? So it's just a big effort by all the 12 boys, and big group effort. And so yeah, definitely think we're creeping up on it. Hopefully we can keep going.
Podium finish for Ryan Blaney here at Richmond. And Joey Logano comes home in the 4th position after starting from the rear. In fact, all 3 Team Penske cars in the top 5. What was the big takeaway for you and the guys?
Just not our day, not our weekend. Had a really fast show, Penske Mustang, probably the most frustrating top 5 you can imagine. I felt like our car was good enough to win, and got up there from the back, flat right rear tire, go back again, and then, you know, steady grind back into the top 5. And, you know, the end, the car was really ripping, but just too little too late. Needed maybe 500 laps instead of 400, but proud of the car, proud of the effort to fix the car, but also really frustrated as I felt like we had the car to beat.
All right, so some frustration. Crew Chief Paul Wolf told me before the race, you guys really need momentum these next 2 races, meaning this weekend in Daytona before the playoffs. Despite the frustration, does this count as momentum?
Yeah, I mean, we did nothing wrong, right? Like, when you look at the weekend, we did a good job at, you know, the setup of the car was good. Our pit stops were good. We managed to race well today. There was just 2 flat tires, one from practice and one in the race, that were just punctures. They weren't even us being aggressive. It's just running something over. So it's that part's frustrating, right? Because I'm the first person to raise my hand and say I don't believe in luck, but golly, we had bad luck.
Despite the bad luck Joey describes, Team Penske with a very strong showing here at Richmond.
Yeah, Kim, you mentioned it, 3 cars in the top 5, and so let's chat with Austin Cindric, the one who really impressed me tonight. Outstanding run, Austin, and I kind of said it late in the race. Not your best racetrack, I think you said, over your career, right? So how did you guys find this level of pace here this evening at Richmond?
Yeah, I mean, obviously a fantastic night for everybody at Team Penske. You know, 3 cars in the top 5. Next best thing, we got to win. But otherwise, proud of the effort, proud of everybody on the 2 car. It really tricky race with conditions evolving as much as they did, and really proud of my guys to put forth solid execution. It's that part of the year that we need to do that. I do really like this racetrack. I like it because there's nowhere to hide. If you suck, you're bad. Like, it's really bad. But when you're good, it's super gratifying to get into that rhythm and really be able to place your car exactly where it needs to be. And these guys gave me a great Menards Richmond Ford Mustang tonight.
Austin, you're getting ready to start the playoffs here in a couple weeks. How do you feel your team is poised to move into the playoffs?
No, I think this run and a couple others like it recently, I feel like show what we're capable of. If not, you know, we have more. You know, I feel like there's more on the table for tonight, more on the table in races like Indy and Iowa recently. So I'm really poised for the effort. You know, we come in, you know, whatever happens at Daytona next week, we come in with as good a shot as anybody to make some noise. So obviously this company is you know, all hands on deck to make that happen. But you know, just excited for the opportunity. It's what you live for in this series, to be able to go out and try and race for a championship.
Austin, you and I have chatted about this. Brian Wilson and I have chatted about this, and kind of the theme was, hey, we just want to finish where we've been running. You've had a lot of races the last month or so where you've run really well, stage 1 and 2, but weren't able to finish it in stage 3. So how gratifying is this race from that standpoint tonight?
Yeah, well, it's funny because Brian and I are very similar. We're very process driven, but he likes stats, and I don't even look at them. And if you look at stats from our year, our stat line isn't overly impressive at all, but I think you look at stage points earned throughout the year, I mean, let alone just my points that I've gathered. It's definitely my best season so far, but it shows we've been running well. It's just finishing that off. And that's what's so hard about this series, and why finishes like tonight are very satisfying, but need to happen more often.
All right, Austin, congrats on the top 5. We'll see you in Daytona.
Thank you.
Well, in the middle of everything, William Byron is having quite a night out there, a few bounce-offs and everything else. But at the end of the day, you get those big 15 playoff points. How's it feel?
It feels damn good. Best 12th place finish we've ever had. But yeah, we did a good job. You know, just we got some damage there with the big crash, and that hurt us a little bit. And we just had, I mean, you know, honestly, there were runs that were pretty good. Like we drove up to 6th, 7th, 8th, and then that last run, or second to last run, we were 3rd. And I thought, okay, we're in a good spot. And that set of tires just was not good for us and fell off really hard. But anyways, proud of this team. Really proud of the effort all year. We've done a good job through a lot of adversity, and it feels really good to check this one off the list. And you know, we kind of in the back of our mind, I think, had that in mind this year, just to try to be consistent. And even through some adversity, I feel like we're consistently fast and just up at the front. So just really proud of this team, all the guys that work back at the shop, Hendrick Engine Shop, Chevrolet, and just feels really good.
In this format, I mean, you got to be looking several different directions all the time. One time you were racing your teammates for this spot, right? And now you get to clinch it with one race to go, the wild card, where no one knows what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, it feels great to go to Daytona, right, and not have to worry. Just pull the belts tight and go race. And, you know, we've had some good fortune there and had some good runs. I feel like we're good on Speedway, so we just got to go there and try to have some fun. You know, it's going to be a good week to prep for Darlington, which is a great track, and yeah, try to get some bonus points at Daytona. It'd be pretty awesome.
Love the line from William. Best 12th place finish we've had as a regular season champion.
And Kyle Larson comes home in the 6th position after a 30th place start here this evening. How would you summarize the day for you in the 5 team?
Yeah, it was a great fight for us. I thought, you know, with track position, obviously your car gets a little bit better, but our team did an awesome job getting us that track position. I felt like they really nailed the strategy for what we had going on, you know, all race long. The one stop in the first stage really, you know, saved us. I started 30th and was probably running 31st or 2nd before we pitted, and into that first stage, I think around 15th. So that was great. And then the second stage, we ran long and had the caution fall right. And then, yeah, I think I could have executed the end of that stage a little bit better. And then, yeah, I thought our pit strategy again in the 3rd stage running long was really good. You know, I didn't get a great restart and fell back to, you know, 15th-ish, and was able to get to 6th. So it was nice, you know, having, you know, some long run pace there with the tire advantage, and you could kind of be on offense and take care of your tires as you pass people. So I was happy with it. You know, thanks to everybody at HendrickCars.com for, you know, fighting through it. I was not expecting a top 10 today. I thought I'd be multiple laps down, honestly. So I'll take it. It was good.
Championship run starts in 2 weeks. You got one more race to prepare. Is this team playoff ready?
I'd like a few more weeks before the playoffs just to, you know, make sure we're hitting on all 8. But no, I do believe, you know, even though we've had our struggles, we've had struggles, you know, the last few years too. I mean, you can look at our results; they're up and down, you know. So I do think we're a threat, you know, everywhere, and you know, we're well capable of executing like we did tonight. So that gives me a lot of confidence. And you know, we got some good tracks in the playoffs. You know, you're starting at Darlington, I think. So no better track for us to start at than, you know, there. You got Bristol that first round. So the first round really shapes up to kind of get our mojo back.
Rinse and repeat for Daniel Suarez, 7th again this week. Another strong run for you. And Swiderski told me you were asking for rear grip all night. Were you still one adjustment away from a faster 99?
Yeah, I mean, the car was good. It was a very, very strong car. Top 10 car all night long, top 5 car at times. Our weakness, especially in stage 3, was like the rear grip was just going away quicker than some of the top 5 guys, you know. And I felt like I was able to keep up taking care of the rears, but in the long run, it wasn't a lot of fun. Like I had to just do things to take care of the rear tires. But overall, a good effort. Very, very proud of everyone in the 99 group, Quaker State, Freeway Insurance, Choice Hotels, Jockey, all of our sponsors for all the support, Coca-Cola. We have one more shot. We're going to give everything we got next week.
And this can be awkward as you've not announced plans for next year, but it won't be here. How are you keeping it together?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's not the easiest thing, right? To be able to focus in the competition stuff and also at the same time outside the racetrack and all the business stuff. It's been a little busy, sometimes more busy off the track than on the track, but I can complain. I'm very blessed. I have such a great group of people on my corner, great sponsors. and I'm sure the future is going to be bright.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews, and analysis. So go for it.